My name is Nneena Ude, and I am the Executive Director of Max Charter Public School. During this COVID-19 pandemic, the communities that we serve are definitely impacted. In Massachusetts, we are seeing that, we are one of the states that's been hit by the virus pretty hard, especially in the last couple of weeks. And then, even more locally within Boston, the data states that the neighborhoods that our kids come from, for the most part, are those that have higher rates of infection. And as a school, we believe it is important, it is our role to be able to support our students and families through this challenging time. We embarked on this journey of remote learning about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And since then, the guiding principle for all of our work has been maintaining connections and relationships between students, families, and the school, and really just making sure that kids are, feeling seen, safe, supported. Broadly, we're just checking in with families to make sure they have what they need. And as we discover needs, we're trying to meet them ourselves or connect them to resources within the community. So that might look like, setting a family up with a local food bank, or us trying to get an Instacart delivery to them so that they can get some groceries. We've had to help families seek alternative housing. There's a need to make lots of decisions and make them quickly. What are the decisions that need to be made right away, and what are the decisions that we can slow down and be more thoughtful about? And so using that framework has been helpful and really helping my team to think of decisions. And then we're also meeting with our school leaders weekly as well for a war room call, where we're able to address concerns and answer questions and kind of loop them into, decisions that we feel like we need their input on before we can move forward. So the priorities that I think will be the focus for summer and fall are, one, back to the social emotional support. That's definitely top of mind for us. Our social workers 2 weeks ago were talking about having one-on-one meetings with every family, just to kind of preview what reopening looks like, to surface the anxieties that kids and parents frankly have. What are ways we need to change our practices, our SEL practices, to really respond to the trauma that everyone has experienced during this time? And two, what are the interventions that we're going to put in place to start to close gaps that already existed, frankly, and have, widened as a result of missing this much school? We have started to think about, what are the ways in which we can support those two priorities remotely, if that's what we need to do. And so starting to think about staffing and what that might look like, to figure out how much support kids are going to get and how much staffing we need to have in place as a result of that. Regardless of whether or not schools are able to physically be open, we do believe it's important to have remote learning in the summertime, and not just for the kids who may have been in summer school, under our normal conditions before, but remote learning opportunities for every single child that we serve.